Hey loves, and welcome to Heart Love Messages. My name is Crystal. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. If you are already subscribed here, welcome back. So I just want to thank you all for all the love that you pour into the channel, all the likes, the comments, the subscribes. For those of you who have been here from the very, very beginning, those of you who get personal readings from me, just the general support that you pour into the channel is very, very beautiful. And I really just want to thank you all before we get started on the reading, okay? I don't know if you all have picked up on this energy, but I've been feeling massive shifts ever since this Saturn retrograde, okay? And I feel like this is an energy that's taking place on a personal level, but it's also affecting relationships in a really, really interesting way. So I'm going to go ahead and do a no contact reading because I've been picking up on heavy energy from the masculine. So I don't know if you've been feeling this as well, Divine Feminine, but I definitely want to tap into it because it feels really, really heavy, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to be pulling from this deck here just to see how your person is currently feeling, how they are currently viewing you and or your connection, as well as any other important messages that they may have for you at this time, okay? So let's get a clear and concise message directly from their heart space. Okay, wow. So the first message that we have here is, you're more powerful than I thought. Yeah. I'm picking up on a masculine energy who does not look backwards. This is someone that kind of prides themselves on facing forward, especially when it comes to their connections. This is someone that makes clean cuts. When they are done with a connection, they move forward. It's almost as if they cannot look back until they met you, Divine Feminine. You may not be aware of this, but this is someone that severely underestimated your power. Not only that, they underestimated how much this no contact period would affect them, okay? I'm getting that this person is seeing signs of you everywhere. It's almost as if they feel like your energy is stuck with them in a sense, and it's kind of pissing them off, to be honest. I feel like this masculine's energy is coming through so intense because when whatever happened with you in the past, your person kind of accepted this and thought that they were going to move forward. This was a connection that they were going to keep either on the back burner in their lives, or this is something that they were just going to wash their hands with and continue to move forward. But I'm getting that literally from that last conversation that you had, from the last time you saw them, they have not been able to shake your energy, okay? And it's so interesting that they're describing this as power, because when it comes to the masculine and feminine energy, the way that you display power is in two totally different ways. So this could be a masculine that you have not reached out to. This is someone that you may not have turned around and reached back for either, okay? And this is why it's affecting them in such a powerful way. But there's an emphasis on feminine power here, okay? And the way that your energy is currently affecting them when they're supposed to be completely unfazed by you. Yeah, this is a masculine that has a huge ego. They also have a lot of pride when it comes to how they show themselves in connections, but also how they show up in the world after something has ended. This is someone that may want to put off a persona as if they're completely unfazed, they are completely unbothered. And if you have any type of access to them, if you have eyes on them in any kind of way via social media, if you hang around the same friend groups, if there's any way that you can visually access this masculine, They are coming off as if they are completely unfazed by you, but their energy is reading totally different. And this is completely due to you, Divine Feminine. You're having this effect on them, okay? So if you felt like your power wasn't being felt, your power wasn't being received, because the way that you show yourself as the feminine energy is more subtle, then your person can definitely feel you, okay? But it's in a way different way. But it's almost as if they're kind of forcing themselves not to admit this to you, or not to show it or budge at all. But when they think of you, they're definitely sitting back and kind of shaking their heads like, okay, this feminine is different. The way that you carry yourself is different. And also I'm getting the way that you handle no contact may be very, very different from what it is that they are experiencing, okay? Let's get the next message here. Okay, so the next message that we have here is, you've changed. Wow. Whether you know it or not, I'm getting that there's a drastic difference between how you think this person is currently viewing you at this time, Divine Feminine, versus how they're actually viewing you. You may feel that this masculine feels the same way about you that they felt in the past, but I'm getting that their feelings have changed in a major way. And it's because of you. It's because of the way that you are currently showing up in your reality. This is someone that is used to having a certain level of access to you. This is someone that may have had you in a very particular place in their mind, in their hearts. And I'm getting that ever since you went in no contact, you have literally moved yourself from this space. I'm picking up on this energy of recreation or reinvention almost. Also this energy of deep and radical self-love. So Divine Feminine, you have taken this time away from your person to not look back at what it is that they're doing. I'm getting that you may not even be judging their journey at all, okay? You really took this time to hone in on your own journey. And the way that you are appearing physically, there's a heavy emphasis on your physical appearance that's triggering this masculine because they don't have access to you internally. So the feelings that they have for you have changed drastically because what they see is not what they get, okay? You're appearing in this way. For some of you, I'm getting heavy physical changes. Maybe you've changed your hair. There could be changes to your body in a sense. Maybe you've switched up your style, or this could just be tapping into your aura in general. You're not appearing as the same person that they dated, that they loved, okay, that they shared this intimate connection with. And it's really, really triggering them because I feel like that was their saving grace. That was the one thing that they were holding on to, is that however you were in the past is how you would present to them at this time in your journey. They didn't think that you were going to take this time away and change. Maybe this is someone that thought that you were going to sulk, you know, over them, over this connection, but you have moved on. Even if you're in this place where you still love your person, you still want to connect with them, you still want to bond with them, or this is a connection that you do want to come back around, you're not appearing this way. The way that you're appearing physically really has your person confused mentally because they can't really read your energy, okay? So it's almost as if what they see is what they get. But the fact that they don't have this deeper level of access that they're used to really has them in their feelings, okay? So if you're wondering how this person is feeling about you, they feel like you've changed in a major way and they don't like it because they were not a part of this change. Okay, wow. This is definitely someone who is keeping tabs on you, but I feel like they're trying to hide this. They're trying to hide the fact that they're keeping tabs on you because they're not supposed to be concerned about you at this time. Like I said, this is someone that doesn't look back. This is someone that prides themselves on moving forward, on facing forward, on moving on to the next thing, but you have them physically stuck on your energy, okay? And it's really awakening them to a certain power that the feminine possesses that is very, very different from the masculine. Yeah, so the next message that we have here is sacral chakra. Divine feminine, this masculine is very, very focused on you. If you're resonating with this message so far, you are appearing so beautiful, so vibrant, and so radiant at this time. Because whenever the sacral chakra energy comes through, it not only lets me know what type of feminine energy you are, but it also lets me know that you are someone who has tapped into your creative powers. Like I said, it's this energy of you really recreating yourself. But what's interesting with this card here is that the masculine's energy is coming through here. This is interesting because the sacral chakra is a feminine dominant chakra. So for the masculine to be feeling this, they could be feeling heavy bouts of desire for you at this time, divine feminine. And I'm picking up on two messages here. The obvious one is your person is really, really pulling on your energy sexually, okay? This could be someone that you were physically intimate with, but the fact that you're appearing in the world as a different version of yourself, your energy is coming through very, very radiant, is really, really pulling on them in ways that they don't know how to really push down or repress. On the other hand, I'm picking up on this creative energy when we tap into the energy of desire here, where you came into this connection with a certain desire. I'm getting that this masculine did not. So you may have come into this connection knowing what it is that you wanted to create with them. This masculine could have been operating in a place where they were just winging it. They just wanted to experience you. They wanted to be in your energy, to be in your presence. And this is where the disconnect came in. This could have even been the reason why this no contact period was initiated. It was a difference of timelines here. And going into the energy of timelines, this is also why your person feels like you've changed. Because from a spiritual perspective, you are literally existing on two different timelines. This is why your person feels like you're outpacing them, you're changing. They could even feel like you're switching up. But when you really, really look at this, when you really get to the underlying energy of this, you are existing on a different timeline. You have literally created or elevated your energy to a place where you're attracting a different level of love, of connection, of experiences, and your person can pick up on this. You're the type of feminine energy who is very, very sensitive to not only what's going on inside of you, but what's going on external to you as well. And I'm getting that this shows all over your face, all over your aura, in how you show up in the world, how you dress, how you speak, how you navigate, just how you carry yourself. So your person can literally see the changes in you. Even if you're at this place where they don't have physical access to you, just the visual access is enough for them to know that you are somewhere else, okay? There's something very, very, very positive and very radiant that's coming through with your energy right now, and it's radiating from your sacral chakra. So your person can feel really, really heavy bouts of desire for you, but it's only because they can tell that you are creating something that they are not a part of, okay? This is also tapping into your power as the feminine as well, because this is where your power lies. So when you're showing up in the world and you feel depleted and, you know, maybe you don't feel your best, maybe you don't feel the most confident, this can be read over your aura. All of this stems from the sacral chakra. And the fact that your person is picking up on this lets me know that while they may not be able to access you internally, they can read your aura and they can definitely tell that you are not the person that they fell in love with. You are not that same version of yourself. You have evolved in such a powerful way, and they want to be involved with you, okay? They want to have access to you in this way. And the fact that they can't is really, really pissing them off, okay? There's such a heavy underlying energy of anger here. And it's really tied to their level of access. So if you've been wondering how this masculine is truly, truly viewing you, this is how. They feel like you've changed. They feel like you're becoming something that is completely foreign to them, and they don't like it, okay? But they cannot stop watching you, which is so interesting. Let's get the next message here. Yeah. The next message that we have here is, I haven't been completely honest. Wow. So I'm tapping into this energy of questions, okay? I just seen like this really, really big question mark, like this big flashing red question mark. And Divine Feminine, you may be feeling as if you're really wondering why your person has not reached out to you. Even though you're healing and you're ascending, this is someone that still has a soft spot in your heart. This is someone that you think about way more often than you would like to admit. And you have very, very deep feelings for them. But you've also decided that they're not going to stop your ascension, that you're not going to continue to turn around. You're going to continue to face forward, okay? And you're standing in that. While on the other hand, your masculine has been pretending as if they have everything under control, but they really, really don't. This is someone that really has an issue with looking like they don't have things under control, especially to you. There's something about your energy where your person wants to impress you. They want to seem as if they have everything in order, even when things in their lives may be completely falling apart. And when it comes to why your person has not reached out to you, going back to this energy of the question, your person knows that they cannot hide from you, okay? So a part of them doesn't want to be questioned. A part of them doesn't want to be challenged on what it is that they're really, really experiencing while in your absence. But if they were to be completely honest and allow their ego to move to the side, they would admit to you that they have literally been trying to find you in every single person that they encounter. And the fact that you're showing up in their reality in the same time and space that they're in, but they can't reach out and have access to you, when at one point in their lives you were super accessible to them, it is really, really frustrating them, okay? So everything that your person has been enduring is because of their lack of ability to be honest with themselves and how they feel about you. So when your person says, you're more powerful than I thought, this is what they mean. Although you're not speaking to them, although you're not physically engaging with them, they can still feel your presence. It's subtle, but it's powerful. That's really the power of the Divine Feminine. You don't have to say anything. You don't even have to be in these spaces, in these rooms with your person. Your presence is always there. And it's so embedded in this masculine that they have not been able to forget you. And the fact that they're denying this, the fact that they're kind of resisting this energy is what's actually causing them to have a harder time. And this is also why you have them in their feelings. This is also why they're looking at you and they can sense that you're somewhere else, creating something else. It's because you were actually honest about what you were feeling, Divine Feminine. You didn't feel the need to skip any steps. If you were hurt by something that transpired in your connection, you know, you were strong enough to say, you know what, that hurt me. I didn't like that. And you actually did the work to heal from it instead of, you know, trying to pretend as if you were unfazed by something that was very, very real and very, very impactful in your life. And I feel like that's the difference that your person is picking up on now. Because with the masculine, their power is so outright. Their power is so physical. It's so dominant. It's something that you can see. It's something that you can measure. But when it comes to the feminine energy, your power is internal. So although you can exert yourself and say things in a certain way, when you really, really stand in who you are as the divine feminine, you don't even have to open up your mouth and your power is felt. That's what's happening to this masculine energy right now. I also feel like this is their deepest regret, that they were not honest, because maybe they would be on the same timeline that you're on. But I feel like they have to watch you, and it's extremely triggering to them, okay? More than you can even imagine. Because this person that you're connected to, oh my gosh, their energy is coming through as just super firm. You could look at them and they would just look like they have everything going on. They're just fine. Nothing's bothering them. They're unfazed. But if you were to tap into their heart space, it would tell you a totally different story. This is why your person has been feeling so intense lately. This is also why your person is kind of taking their time to approach you, because while they may be able to play with everyone else and pretend with everyone else, they know that the minute that they get across from you, the minute that they even hear your voice, the truth is going to come out. And that's your power, divine feminine. You're the only person that can get to them like that. Wow. Let's get the next message here. Yeah. So the next message that we have here is karmic cycle. Wow. I really feel like this is tapping into the major themes that we have in 2024. It's really about karmic debt, not in a heavy or a negative way. It's just really tapping into the sum total of our actions, of our decisions, of the things that we really were putting our energy into over the past year or so. This is really hitting your masculine like a ton of bricks, okay? Because while you're ascending divine feminine, your person is going through multiple loops, okay, of this same karmic cycle. And I really feel like this is all focusing on truth, authenticity, and also desire. Because ultimately, we don't get what we want in life. We get who we are. We get what our heart truly, truly desires, no matter what we say, no matter how we appear in the world. We really have to be living from a place of divine truth in order to manifest. This is why you're on the timeline that you're on. This is why your masculine is on the timeline that they are on. I really feel like it's this heavy energy also. I'm being brought back to this energy of Saturn in retrograde, which is, wow, this is going to be a very, very powerful time. I know there's some heavy energy around this. People could be, fear mongering a little bit, saying that things are going to happen, but this is really an ample time for second chances. This is a time where people get to go back to the drawing board. They get to course correct. You really get to come out on the other side of decisions that you made that may not have been in alignment with your true self. So even though Saturn energy is heavy, Saturn really, really stands for rewards and also things that are supposed to be long lasting. And I feel like this energy is kind of influencing this masculine. It's almost as if the universe is like, hold on, you need to be doing this. You need to course correct that. You shouldn't have shown up like this. This is really centered around their authenticity and what they were willing to show you and what they weren't really willing to show you. Things that they were really, really quick to say versus things that they were hesitant. This is really, really powerful energy. And I feel like this is definitely a connection that's going to come back around. But right now, your person is going through a lot of heavy changes. And honestly, it feels like their motivation is seeing you in this space, but you being on a totally different timeline than them. That energy keeps coming through. Okay? So on a deeper level, when it comes to why your person hasn't contacted you, what it is that they're going through behind the scenes, how are they navigating this no contact period, they're realizing some very, very heavy truths about you, Divine Feminine. And whether you know it or not, you're helping them just by standing in your power, just by recreating yourself, just by really tapping into your feminine essence, which is that sacral energy, to revitalize yourself, to really call back your power and your vitality from people, places, and things that may have made you feel stuck, or either put you in this place where you were questioning your own worth. Yeah, that's over. That's completely over. And your person can feel that, okay? It's all over your aura. It's all over how you're showing up. For some of you, I feel like you have this energy that is so powerful, it's so otherworldly, that people can look in your face and tell where you are in terms of your vibration. And it's showing up beautifully right now, okay? Let's get the last message here. Before we pull that last card, I'm being brought back to this Saturn energy. Your person is also at this place where they feel very, very frustrated because Saturn rules time. So not only do they feel like they're stuck in this kind of time loop, but they feel like they're being delayed. They feel like you are outpacing them in some kind of way. And this is also tapping into them not really knowing what it is that you're going through internally, but them being able to physically see your changes. This is really the result of you being rewarded for your hard work, or you really facing those shadow aspects of yourself as well here. So I feel like, Divine Feminine, you both may be on two totally different ends of the spectrum when it comes to this Saturn retrograde. And that's really affecting everyone on the planet. It's not really a scary energy. It's an energy of, honestly, a second chance. If there is anything that you have been neglecting, if there are parts of yourself that you have kind of, glazed over, this is really the perfect time for you to course correct. And I feel like you're showing up in this way because you've done the work. And now your person is being ushered into this phase of doing the work as well. But yeah, there's definitely a lot coming through about time. So this connection could be under divine timing, okay? Let's get the last message here. Yeah. Okay, so the last message that we have here is, you're incredibly distracting, okay? Honestly, this masculine wants to break no contact, okay? They want to come towards you, but this Saturn energy has them feeling restricted in a major way, okay? Not only is this person mentally and emotionally frustrated, I'm also picking up on heavy sexual frustration as well. This could be tied to how you are appearing, Divine Feminine. This could be tied to just this sacral energy in general, where the both of you can feel this, but it's almost as if your person is tired of watching you from the outside looking in. They really, really wish that they could be a part of your journey in a deeper way, but there's heavy focus on the personal goals that they've set for themselves, what it is that they're supposed to be doing. This is really a time where, as the masculine energy, they have to tap into their own power, but they're also being guided to tap into this energy of desire, okay? I'm being brought back to this sacral energy. You came into this connection desiring love, desiring to be with your person, to be with your life partner. This person came into this connection desiring you, Divine Feminine, not really understanding how this was going to unfold. And I feel like a lot of this Saturn energy is helping them to reevaluate what it is that they really, really want when it comes to their heart space. But this last card here is tapping into some really, really rebellious type of energy. Like I said, this is a masculine who prides themselves on being a certain kind of way, of assuming a certain level of control. And when it comes to you, they're feeling really risky. They're feeling really rebellious. They may even be questioning, well, what could happen if I reach out to Divine Feminine? Even though there's this heavy spiritual influence that's telling them that this has to be a certain way, okay? This is someone that would just randomly call you just to hear your voice, just to make sure that you're okay. But it also seems like there's this push and pull energy where they really are being guided to focus on themselves, but for you as well. So this could definitely be a masculine that you have a soft spot for. I'm picking up on the fact that there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of respect here. But because there is so much love and respect, this has to unfold in a certain way. Because you're at this place, Divine Feminine, where you're not really willing to compromise the work that you've done on yourself for anyone, even for your Divine Masculine, okay? I'm also tapping into, again, this energy of power. Because this masculine hasn't spoken to you, there's a lot of stuff that they want to say to you. I'm definitely going to have to do an extended reading on this. But before I close out, when it comes to this energy of power with the Divine Feminine, what really is bringing your masculine to their knees is the fact that when you stand in your power as the Divine Feminine, you can make any masculine the Divine Masculine. That's what's really pissing them off, okay? That's what really has your person in this position where they're trying to figure out what it is you're doing, how you're allocating your time, you know, why you're appearing so radiant and so beautiful. It's because they are not a part of your world. They know that it's not coming from them physically, it's coming from within. And when you stand in your power as the Divine Feminine, you could really link up with a soulmate. You could link up with a masculine energy that really has their things in order. And just from you assuming this power, the feminine energy can create the Divine Masculine. The feminine is the missing piece. You are literally their feminine essence pushed out. And when you look at this spiritually, you are the part of themselves that they have been taught to repress for ages. You know, it's just a societal thing. So you standing in your power and you crossing paths with a masculine who acknowledges that aspect of you is probably the most terrifying thing that your person is going through right now. This is why they're pulling on your energy. But what's coming through very, very clearly is that until they clear up this karmic debt, they're going to continuously be in this loop. They're going to continuously have to go back and forth. So this stage right now that we're in, I believe Saturn is in retrograde from the end of June until the end of November. This is a very, very powerful time. And if your person really stands in their truth, there could be some shifts, some heavy, beautiful shifts in this connection. But it's all depending upon your person standing in their power as the masculine while also recognizing your power, okay? So this is very, very beautiful, beautiful energy. There's also this stop and go with this masculine where they're having to physically like stop themselves from reaching out to you because you're distracting them. It's like although they want to do their lessons and do what it is that they have to do, they can't help but continuously think of you. What are you doing? You know, how are you spending your time? Who gets to experience this new version of you? But even more so than them focusing on your external, they're worried about someone having internal access to you. And I feel like that's literally the hardest pill for them to swallow at this time. So if you're wondering how your person is currently viewing you, what's coming through clear in this reading is that they're no longer confused about your power as the feminine energy. This is something that's coming through very, very clear to them. And I definitely feel like there's going to be some type of sacred encounter within these next couple of months, but it's heavily dependent upon your person's ability to do the work that you've done, and to meet you where you are. You're no longer lowering your energy to meet them. They have to come up and meet you, okay? That's very, very clear. So I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here. If you resonated with this message, please be sure to hit the like button on the way out. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you are a member on Patreon, I will be going over to Patreon to tap into this energy, because yeah, there's a heaviness coming through. There's a lot that this person wants to say to you. So I'm definitely going to pull 3 more cards to really sift through this energy and to get some more clarity. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.